Most PTE test takers fail this task. Don't be one of them. Today, we'll work through a full PTE Write Essay task together so you know how to nail it every time. And here's today's essay prompt. Let's read it together now. Some parents think children should do extra classes after school, but others believe children should have time to play. Discuss both views. Give your point of view, giving reasons and/or examples for your own experience or observations. First, we need to understand what the general topic of this essay prompt is. You'll notice that there are usually 3 to 4 words that give you a general sense of what the essay topic is. In this case, it's about children and classes after school. Then, we need to understand the specific question. In this case, there are 2 contrasting views that the prompt is talking about, and we need to discuss both of them. But also, we need to give our own point of view or opinion. Some parents think A, and others believe B. One view is that children should do extra classes after school, and the other view is that children should have time to play. Here's a tip. Understanding the essay prompt well, its general topic, but more importantly, the specific views, will help us to plan and write a strong essay. By the way, if you want to practice your PTE writing after this class, I recommend you take one of our E2 PTE writing assessments and get feedback from an expert teacher. Writing assessments are available now in a range of courses at E2. Click the link below to learn more. Now that we've understood the essay prompt, let's plan our essay together. Here's the structure of the essay. We need an introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and a conclusion. Because we know one of the views is about children taking extra classes, we can make our first body paragraph about this side. Here are some dot points that I wrote down for the plan of body paragraph 1. They touch upon how we live in a competitive world, that children will need these skills learned in extra classes for later success, and that it will help them develop the habit of study and, by extension, hard work. Notice how these ideas help provide examples and explain why extra classes for children could be beneficial. Here's the plan for body paragraph 2, which focuses on the need for playtime. Some of the dot points that I wrote talk about how play is related to physical development, which includes playing games and also problem solving in a fun context. In addition, how play allows children time to relax and the time to build friendships and social skills. All of these ideas will be written as proper sentences later on in my essay, which will provide evidence, examples, and explanations for why the need for children to play is helpful. Writing a quick plan helps us to structure our writing better and ensure that we're doing exactly what the essay prompt asks us to do. It's now time to write the introduction. Before we write our introduction, let's understand the structure of it. The introduction has 3 parts. We need to begin with a background statement, which addresses the general topic, children taking classes after school. Then, we need to rewrite the essay question by paraphrasing it. And, of course, we need to write a statement about both sides, but also let the reader know about our own opinion. Here's an example background statement. In recent years, there has been an increasing trend for children to attend extra maths, language, and other classes after school. As you can see, this sentence is fairly general and simple. This next sentence paraphrases the essay prompt. While some people believe these classes have an important function, other people think children should have more time for free play. And finally, we need to present both views and our own opinion like this. This essay will argue that extra classes may offer some advantages, but overall, they put extra pressure on children and that more time spent playing is a better option. After reading this final sentence, it's clear to our reader that our view is that children should play more. Here's the introduction in full. A clear introduction lets the reader know exactly what the essay will be about, the general topic, both views, and our own opinion on it. Let's get into the body paragraphs now. Before we write our body paragraph, we need to understand the best structure to use so we can develop our ideas fully. In our body paragraphs, we need a topic sentence that addresses one of the sides. Then, we need to provide an example or an explanation. Then, we repeat that step, and finally, wrap it all up with a concluding sentence. We would use this same structure for the second body paragraph where you discuss the next view. Now it's time to write the body paragraph using our plan from earlier. We'll begin with a clear topic sentence that addresses the first side like this. After-school tuition can bring advantages to children. Then we'll provide an example of an advantage. Older children in their final few years of school can reap competitive advantages by getting help with maths and science, for example. In our next sentence, we can explain the effect of this advantage. Having an opportunity to boost their high school results can help students to enter competitive university courses and develop lifelong skills. And here's our concluding sentence. This can, in turn, provide long-lasting opportunities throughout their lives. We wrap up the paragraph by commenting on the opportunities or benefits that are provided by after-school classes. Great! That was nice and simple. We can see how after-school classes can benefit older children in their final years of schooling. By explaining the effect of after-school classes and strong results, the reader can see more advantages. You might have noticed that I didn't end up using the last dot point from my plan about developing the habit of study and hard work. That's okay because we were able to expand on the other dot points well and still write a full and well-expressed paragraph that discusses the first side. Here's body paragraph 1 in full. How was that? Did you notice how the plan supported us to write a strong body paragraph? Let's do the same now for body paragraph 2. Notice the plan is there to use for us to write strong sentences. Our topic sentence addresses the second view like this. On the other hand, younger children need time to play and develop their physical skills, while older children need time to relax. Then we provide some examples and explanations. Younger children develop confidence in themselves by swinging, climbing, and exploring. Older children need to be able to switch off from their studies to de-stress. You can see how these examples and explanations show benefits of play for both younger and older children. Finally, we can use one of our plan dot points to write a concluding sentence, linking it back to the main idea of this paragraph. Importantly, both groups need to build friendships and develop their social skills. Here's the complete second body paragraph. Great job so far! We're nearly at the end of our essay. It's important to remember that providing examples and explanations about each side can help to write strong body paragraphs. Let's finish off our essay with the conclusion now. Here's the first sentence. This essay argued that there is sometimes good reason for children to get involved in after-school classes, but in general, this time should be used to develop physical and social skills. This statement shows how both sides of the essay prompt were covered, but leans more towards our opinion. Then finally, we finish with our own view in a clear statement like this. I believe that classes after school should be limited to particular situations. And that's it. That's the conclusion. Here's the conclusion altogether. Here's the full essay with our introduction, body paragraphs, and conclusion. Great job! We've just finished writing a full PTE Write Essay response. Now it's time for you to practice on your own. Remember, you can practice your PTE writing and get feedback from expert teachers by taking one of our writing assessments in an E2 course. Our teachers give super detailed feedback to make sure you know where to improve. Click the link below to learn more. And if you want even more PTE practice, You can get access to heaps of practice materials, methods videos, and more by signing up for free to a PTE test prep course at e2testprep.com. Thanks for watching, and let us know in the comments which PTE task you'd like to practice together next.